Okay, today's beer comes to us from one of the nation's largest craft breweries. This is Sierra Nevada Brewing Company out in Chico, California, established back in 1980 by a guy named Ken Grossman. So it's been in existence for over 30 years making craft beer. So basically an innovator of all the different styles. Tons of different beers. This is the first one I'm reviewing from them. This is a seasonal beer. This is their Tumbler Autumn Brown Ale, which is, of course, brewed only in the fall months or late summer to get prepared for the fall months. Now, American brown ales are kind of spawned from their English brown ale counterparts. They just simply use the American ingredients. Now, some can be, with coffee additives, with nuts, those kind of additives to make them more brown and get that bitter kind of hoppy kind of taste with it. And this style also encompasses dark ales. Usually ABV between 4% and 8%. This one falls right in that mix. This is definitely a sessionable beer. It's 5.5% alcohol by volume. And if you check on the website, they say, sit back and relax with one of these and watch the leaves change, basically. You might have to have quite a few to watch the leaves actually change, but maybe that's the whole purpose of the thing. Chico, California, which I believe is Northern California, is where the brewery is from. This has 37 IBUs, and the malts that are used are the two-row crystal, chocolate, and smoked malts. And the bittering hops is the Challenger, the finishing hops, a Challenger, and Yakima Goldings as well. So very excited to try Sierra Nevada Tumbler Autumn Brown Ale. Tumbler, this is a part of their beer camp series, I do believe, as well, if you ever get those cases. And we'll open it up. By the way, here's the logo. Very fall-like, very fall foliage in the middle of a path. There you see a log cabin right there. So this definitely is a fall beer. If you didn't know, if you couldn't read, and you just saw the picture, it just bleeds fall, basically. And we see a very, very brown color with a nice kind of caramely, chocolatey looking head on this beer. Let me get the Hop Devil logo off right there. This basically can be poured into a pint glass, as many of the brown ales can with this kind of ABV. Very brown beer. Let's grab a whiff of it. Very light hint of chocolate. Maybe a tad of a hint of coffee. I'm getting kind of a reminiscence of the Maduro Brown Ale from Cigar City. Not quite as pungent as the Cigar City beer was. However, it does have its distinct smell to it too. And on the back is a little story about it. Tumbler is their take on the classic brown ale. It's full of roasted malt flavor, but delicate on the palate, it says, and perfect for crisp fall days, layered with notes of chocolate, toasted bread, and a hint of smoke. Tumbler is the ultimate autumn beer. This is according to the Sierra Nevada people, right on the bottle right there. Let's grab a taste. Definitely getting a chocolatey roast, kind of malty taste to this beer. It's really just a fall kind of taste on the palate, if that makes any sense. The malt, not quite as light and crisp as the summer beers. It's a beer that kind of reminds you that the weather's turning a little cooler. And like I said, I am getting a hint of the chocolate, and I am getting a hint of the smoke that it's talking about too. Almost like the Maduro Ale from Cigar City is a beer that you could have a cigar with. I think these ales, the American brown ales, definitely match up well with cigars. Probably the only beer that I can think of, the only style of beer that I can think of that matches up well with it. This is a very good representation of the style. Not quite, I think, as awesome as the Maduro is for Cigar City. That said, though, I'm still going to give Sierra Nevada Tumbler Autumn Brown Ale. I'll give this one a 7 out of 10.